Well, hello, it's Randy with Ragamuffinpiper. Grab some coffee. I'm gonna have to move my coffee cup keeper warmer thingy. Let's see if we can have a video. I tried to shoot some video outside, and it is pouring rain. Has been for hours and hours. Which means you'd have to have somewhere underneath the cover, and all my covers are metal, and they make so much racket trying to shoot a video in that. There is, you wouldn't be able to hear anything but might be worthwhile if you wanted to hear rain on a tin roof, I guess. I got a lot of tin roofs that you can listen to. Enjoying my Faro. You guys have seen it before. My Faro pipe is 6mm, and it's got some trout stream in it this morning. I got another pipe already loaded up if I run out. But I wanted to cover something the other day, if you caught my live. If you didn't, go back, because I'm not going to talk about it too much. This is my little Aaron Grow Bra pipe that I bought only about 6 weeks ago, and it broke. And we talked about that. You can see the live. We talked about it at length, I think, but it broke. And I was really disappointed, but I wanted to give a little shout out. Not that anybody there will see it, but Pipes and Cigars, online order in place. We've probably all heard of it, and we've probably all ordered some stuff from there. If you haven't, as a quality people. And I wanted to give credit where credit was due this morning, because I sent an email to customer service. I didn't really have any hope. I mean, I had it for 6 weeks, and you know how excuse me, some people abuse their pipes. I just wanted to let them know that I thought it was maybe defective, and I wanted them to know that. I'll have you know that a very kind woman answered me back within about 30 minutes. I had an email back asking some questions. Wanted to see a couple of pictures of it up close, so I took some pictures and I emailed her back within 15 or 20 minutes. And within about 30 or 45 minutes, I had another email from the same lady that said she had already placed an order for a replacement, that I could just keep this one or throw it away, whatever, that they were going to ship me another one, no questions asked, at no charge. Now, I won't be throwing it away because I think I can modify it to use it. Probably not with a filter anymore, but I think I can modify to use it. But kudos to Pipes and Cigars online for being a stand-up company. You know, they don't make the pipe, they just sell the pipe. But good to know that there are people out there that will stand up for the products that they sell. So I'm here to give them a little props today as a good company. And sometimes just makes you smile when people do the right thing. And so, got to say that. I'm not disappointed at all. Next up, I wanted to mention Papa Bear. Is it Steely Papa Bear? Hey, Gary. I won his giveaway. And I wanted to just mention his name and say thank you again while we're all sitting here chatting around the East Manor. This is what's left of my shop in the corner here. Hey, when it's raining or snowing outside, you gotta have somewhere to go, right? I got heat out here. I got coffee. Got the black dog laying here at my feet, keeping watch. She does a good job with that. And it's going to rain for the next, I don't know how many days, 7, 8, 9, it's going to rain. So this might be where you find me for, I'll try to get you some video of outside, but I don't get real excited about taking my digital SLR Canon camera out in the rain. And my wife wouldn't either, since it belongs to her. No, this camera wasn't bought for YouTube videos. This camera was bought for really nice pictures. It just happens to do videos, so yeah. And so Gary, I appreciate the win, and yes, I will enjoy that pipe. I love the shape. That's one of my favorite shapes, actually, that that they make. And I can't say I dislike anything about that pipe. That is the perfect pipe for me. So I guess Providence had a hand in that one. As for giveaways, I think they're just fun. I don't enter them and think, boy, I hope I win. Boy, I hope I win. Well, I've seen some. I thought when they see what you're giving away. Some of you guys, you get rather extravagant. That is faux show. You do get down with the good gifts. But Gary, thanks again. One thing that Gary and I agreed on without even knowing it was the fact that I think the giveaway being on your channel for your watchers, for your viewers, for your friends that come and go and see you all the time, know you by name maybe, I think that's the point of giveaways, is to share with your audience and with your friends. You know, I don't guess you're an audience. You're more like just friends that tune in, but you know what I mean. So right now, before I started this video, I checked and I'm at 149. And I've been telling you I have something in mind for a gift for you all. And we'll do it the same as a giveaway. I'll have a good question for you. And you can do a comment or a VR. We'll do it the same way. But I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I ordered some stuff special for that. And like I said many times before, I'm retired, so I can't be giving away hundreds of dollars in pipes. But I don't have any problem sending you something special. And I hope that y'all think it's special when you get it. Not the least of which will be, and this is loaded in my other pipe over here, so I may or may not get time to smoke it while we're on, but this is Ragamuffin Porch Time. That's my blend. I talk about it all the time. I just finally gave it a name because it's kind of vague, saying that's my personal blend. Sounds like I got a butler somewhere whipping it up for me. I do not have a butler. And the sad fact is, I am the butler and the maid and the yard care person, the dishwasher. Shall I go on? No, I shall not. But I will be including a sample of that along with the other things that I'm giving to you. So it's coming up pretty soon. Might be the next video I do. Not a live. I won't do it live. It'll be a regular video. And it won't be advertised as a giveaway. It'll just be a regular video. So you might want to subscribe, and if you aren't already, so that you'll know when that comes around. Otherwise, you might miss out. So we made it to November. Boy, let the festivities begin, right? It is that time of the year for us to get cold. It's already been cold. We had that cold snap last week. We couldn't just glide into winter nice and easy like, could we? No. We had to have a couple of nights at 14, 15 degrees. Daytime temperature 30, 29. Fortunately, this storm came in a little warmer, so it'll be mostly rain down here, and then up on the hill it'll be snow, I'm sure. We might get a little snow. I don't really care about a little bit of it. But it helps to be prepared for that, for sure. So November brings us Thanksgiving, but one of the things I wanted to bring up was coming up first is Veterans Day. Now, I don't know how many of you might be veterans. My dad was in World War II. My dad was in the Pacific Fleet during the second half of the war. He was a little too young for the first half of the war. And but yeah, I'm the youngest of their kids, so my dad and my mom were from that era. They were Dust Bowl kids. We learned to grow up with appreciation for every penny. I can say that for sure. And appreciation for hard work and earning what you have. Nothing was given to us just here you go. You know, Christmas gifts and birthday gifts, yeah. My parents were very giving. But things that we wanted that were maybe more extravagant, or things that we wanted that weren't at Christmas time, or maybe they thought we needed to earn that kind of a gift. I bought my first car. My parents didn't give me a car. My parents never gave me a car. I inherited the '59 Chevy pickup that I have in the driveway. I inherited that, but that was years later. Hey, my first car was a '68 Chevelle. Bought it from my aunt for $600, one owner. You ever have those times when you think, man, I wish I had that car back? Yeah, me too. What was your first car? Write your comment down there and tell us. It's always kind of fun. I guess it's a cliche question that gets asked a lot, but at least here you know there's not anybody fishing for your password. What was your first car? That you bought. First car that you bought. Let me know in the comments. But Dad was a World War II veteran. He was in the Pacific. He was in the islands. He was attached. He was Navy, but he was attached to the Marine landing. He drove the landing barges like you seen on the D-Day invasion. He had no idea that the life expectancy of a landing barge skipper was 13 seconds once you hit the beach. He had no idea. And he wasn't one of those guys that could just get close to shore, throw the door down and let everybody jump out to their death over their head in water. No. My dad's job was to be the radio B part guy. He had to beach his landing boat. He had to beach it, throw the door open, run off with the B part of the radio. I don't know. He didn't talk about it a lot. Believe me, he did not. But he had to exit the boat and throw some stuff ashore as they were leaving, and then get back in the boat, try to unbeach it, if that's a word, which it probably isn't. Try to get it off the sand, and then raise the door and get the heck out of there. So they were all quite thankful when the bomb dropped. I know that's controversial to some people, but in just a few short days they were ready to land on the beaches of Japan. And a lot of good men would have died doing that, because that wouldn't have been an easy task. So anyhow, my dad was in the Navy. My nephew was in the Navy for quite a while. And my son was in the Navy. He had an issue which got him out early, but that was not his doing. So he had a health issue, caused a separation, but they respected him and thanked him and sent him home. I tried to get in the Navy, and that's a story for another time in front of the camera probably. They didn't trust me. The story is they weren't sure I knew whose side I was on. They knew there was the enemy side, the United States side, and Randy's side. But I did a lot of work to try to get in, and then things happened. That was in the 80s, so they could be pretty choosy back then, and they were. And but you veterans, I want to be early a little bit, and I want to thank you for your service. Whether you joined, whether you served a long time, whether you couldn't serve any longer, you know, if you made the decision and you signed on the line. I don't care if you served 6 months or 6 years or 20 years. I want to thank you for your commitment to our country, to freedom, to liberty, to protecting our family. I don't think that the veterans get enough appreciation. So I hope you have a good Veterans Day coming up, and know that you're appreciated here on this channel. I fly a flag every day in appreciation of my dad's service and our family service and all of your service. So my bracket's broke now, so I haven't had the flag up, so I got to get it fixed. And just knowing that it's a priority to me to get it back up in the air waving ought to tell you all you need to know about me. Well, not all you need to know. All right, and then there's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving comes up after that. Big Turkey Day. Do you travel or did you stay home? I have never done much traveling on Turkey Day, although we used to trade off families going to each other's houses, you know, even years, odd years, stuff like that. We live a long ways away from family, but some have moved closer now, so we will have Thanksgiving at our house this year, I'm sure. Always cook a turkey, a bunch of food. Last year, my wife and I were here by ourselves for Thanksgiving. That was it. It was just the two of us. Still cooked a turkey, mashed potatoes, all that stuff. It was kind of pathetic. Had all that food. We're sitting there talking to each other. Hey, how you doing? If you have the chance to get together with family, man, that's a great memory that you're making, and it feels good on the inside. Maybe some of your family's not fun to be around. We all know who you are, and we all have those of you in our family. Sit at the other end of the table, please. I can still remember my dad and my mom talking when we were going somewhere. Maybe we always had Thanksgiving at our house because we had a big family. But we would go to somebody else's house just to visit, you know, on a holiday or something like that. And I can still remember my dad in the car, turning around, looking at us boys. I had 3 brothers, and one of them was a lot older. But there was usually 2 or 3 of us in the car. My dad turned around and tell us, listen, no talking about religion and no talking about politics. Well, it wasn't that he didn't want to talk about religion or politics. We just didn't want to have a war at a family get-together. All right, I'm going to trade her out real quick. Doesn't mean I'm going to keep going too long, but I am going to trade her out. This is the Ragamuffin Porch Time tobacco, and you might get to try it. Who knows? Even Trout Stream can't outdo it. This stuff is yummy. I never had good luck refilling butane lighters until I did a little bit of research, and some of them I think just don't refill well. This one does, and I'm getting better at it. So I've changed my stance. Where'd you go? There you are. I've changed my stance on these little butane lighters. I know I'm a Zippo guy. I have several of them. I have the pipe style with the little hole in it. They work well and they lighten the wind, which we have here sometimes. Not a lot of wind, but we have good breezes a lot of times, and little lighters just won't stay lit. They won't get lit, they won't stay lit. This one does pretty good. and it's angled, which is nice. Oh, what pipe is this? This is a Peterson Phoenix from Eddie at the Pipe Nook. And if you can see, the stem is not quite pushed in all the way because my filters have a tendency to be, they must be a little long, and so I can't get a draw through them very well when they're pushed all the way in. So that's the easy fix. I just don't push it quite all the way in. So that's about it. Got my hot coffee. I want to thank you for stopping in and joining me here in the East Parlor. It's not the East Parlor. Eddie, I do not want to steal your thunder on that one. This is the East Wing? It is East. I'm going to have to get me a sign. The East Wing of the Hidden D Manor. That's what it is. AKA the garage. The garage is big, but it only has one car. So my shop's in the other half. So happy November to you all, and happy Veterans Day coming up to you guys. Thanks to Pipes and Cigars for being a stand-up company, and thank you, Gary, for the gift. It will be treasured. You can rest assured. And from me to all of you on this rainy day here, God bless you. God keep you safe, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day. Make it the best one yet. So here we sit out underneath the lean-to. This is a metal roof, and it's raining pretty good, so we can lull you to sleep with the rain on the roof. That wouldn't be good. We're in the middle of a video here. But you can wake up at the end of it